Hey guys, and welcome to episode 17 of Surgan's Feed the Beast Season 3 Let's Play. I'm sitting here outside my base. I went and covered my base with a Spanish moss. I kind of like the way that it looks, especially on the brick. Now, it's going to grow down a little bit in some spots, and I just took away some torches, so that's why there's a little bit of bare spots, but eventually it'll cover it all, minus, where I have plants on the ground here, or the chest. Not a big deal. Between last episode and this one, I had Poe help me out, and we built some stairs. Actually, he built the stairs. And we took these lights, these magenta glow boxes. Remember we had used these on our Christmas tree? Well, it's the new year. So we took down the Christmas tree, just like you should. And because of that, I had all of these glow boxes that I could use. And so we put them here around my stairs. I also, turn off F7, I also went and turned my altar. So that way it kind of faces the stairs. So when you come down, you come right down to the altar. And if you notice these little particle effects, these little symbols that are spewing out of it, now that's not part of the altar. That's actually part of a particle emitter block, which I can just look up here. It's part of Ars Magica. And it's really easy to make. You just make an illusion block, which is just some black runes around some chimerite, and put some more chimerite around that. And it's really, really customizable. And you can't see the block because I made it invisible, which actually lets you go right through it too, because it's standing right where my head would be right now. It's kind of like right here. And I set it up so that it does symbols, and it just randomly generates the colors and spits them out. It's a really cool block. I also made sure that we got our altar set up right with our runes all the way around, our colored chalk, or this is the white chalk and this is the gold chalk. So this is definitely working for us now. I made sure to test it out, and so everything's working. I put a couple of the witchery trees around it. The witchery trees add a lot to the altar, and a lot more than vanilla trees. So I'm going to keep those here. And then I was talking to Poe, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to have just my witch's oven sitting right outside. I'd like a place for it. So we ended up making this basically like a witch's hut right here. And so we went and decorated. We have our witch's oven here, and I put my distillery here, just right on top of a Thaumcraft table. And I know that this is an arcane work table, and which is from Thaumcraft, not Witchery, but it does kind of look really well, and I can use it just like a regular workbench. I also put a slab furnace in here because I like that it's a little bit smaller and it looks better next to the witch's oven. I also collected up a good amount of saplings. I just grabbed a stack from my system of each, and I've been working on the belladonnas and the water artichokes. Mandrakes, I don't have a huge need for them, and there is a surprise with some mandrakes, which I'll probably show you a little bit later. So that's why I haven't gotten a lot of those. And then over here I just have all the fumes that I've made before. So I'm going to need a few things before we get started today with Witchery, because what I'd like to do is actually use the altar. I don't know if we're going to get to it this episode, but I'd really like to. So the first thing that I'm going to need is actually some eggs. But I keep having to go around finding chickens. Remember when we were doing the advanced genetics down here? When we were doing those machines, I had to go find chickens, and I really don't want to do that anymore. So there is an item that'll help us out. And Let's see if we can find it here. It should be from, I believe it's from extra utilities. There it is, the golden lasso. Oh, it's 2 S's. So let's see if we can make one of those. And I do have everything I need. Now I do want to make a second one, because there's another animal that I'm going to need. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make 3. Let's go all out. I have a good, decent amount of ender pearls. Okay. So what I'm going to do is go find a chicken, and I'll show you how this golden lasso works. Okay, so we found a chicken. All I have to do is take the lasso and hold it in my hand and right-click on the chicken. And so now you can see it's a golden lasso with a chicken inside. And if I want to put the chicken down, I can just right-click again. Right-click on the ground. And then I can pick it up. So now that's going to make it really easy for us to transport the chicken back to our house so we can have eggs. Now there's one other thing that I have to find, and that's going to be a wolf. Actually, 2 of them, because I'm going to need to breed them. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to run around and try to find 2 of those, catch them, and take them back to my base. Okay, so we found a couple of dogs, or a couple of wolves. They're still not domesticated. And I have a chicken here. You can see that I had to run for quite a while, and I found a dungeon chest while I was out there too, and a village. So let's go ahead and throw everything here in our system, and I want to build a place for these animals. Now, the first thing that I'm going to want is a place for my chicken. And because I really only need 1 chicken, and I don't want to kill it, what I want is eggs from it. And there's an easy way to set up an egg farm. And it's actually from Applied Energistics. What we can do is make a transition plane. So let's see. We have everything we need. Looks like I don't have any of the processors. I should be able to make 20. 20 works. Throw them in here, and I just need 1 for right now. And go ahead and throw that in there and go back to the transition plane. Got that. And transition plane. Now the way that the transition plane works is if you hook it up to your AE system, let's go ahead and do it just like this. So now it's hooked up to our AE system. Anything that we place in front of it, it will get sucked in. So let's say cobble. And there you see. See, there you go. Place it down, it gets sucked right into our system. It's almost like a block breaker. It'll just suck whatever's in front of it, right? And that includes, say, arrows that hit it. Well, one of the other things that we can do, let me go ahead and pick this up, is let's see about putting it down here near our sound muffler, because I don't want to hear the chicken all the time. Yeah. Let's put him right... We'll just put him right here. So all we need is a little bit of cabling. Just 1 or 2 pieces. And I have a stone brick. And let's get some glass. Let's never get some clear glass. And I want to take out my crescent hammer here. Actually, Let's use our quartz wrench. That's more specialized. And let's build a little cage for him. So we'll go right here, and right here, and right here. And you know what? I'm going to take this down and make a huge mess. Let's see if I can get this right there. I didn't expect water to come rushing down that fast. Let's see what knocked off the wall. Just a lever, looks like. And I know exactly where this one goes. It's right here. At least that's where it should be. So what I can do now is if we take our transition plane and throw it right here, and that's not the direction that I want it to face. So I'm going to whack it with a wrench, and I want it to be that way. So now it should be, let me see if I can get up here. It should be facing up. And so what we can do is take our chicken, our lasso with our chicken, go ahead and break this glass. Throw our chicken right here, and close him up. So now he's just going to sit here forever right on top of the transition plane. And so what that'll do is if I just go, no. There we go. Ah, the lever again. I'll wait. So if I just bust through right here, I should be able to take one cable and hook our transition plane up to our system. So now anytime he lays an egg, it will automatically go into our system. We don't need that. So what'll happen is I'll come back and I'll have like 30,000 eggs, and then I'll have to kill the chicken. Let's see if we have any. We have none. So this will be a good test because right now we have 0 eggs. So we're going to give it a little bit, and while that's happening, I'm going to find a place for our dogs. And I don't think I want to put them underground. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is right here behind my witch's hut. I'm going to go ahead and put like basically a doghouse. Let's see. Yeah, let's go right here. One more. And so I have some planks here, some stairs, some slabs. I'm not the greatest builder, that's why I had Poe help me with this. And I'm sure that this will probably change the way that it looks when Poe is back. Right now, I think he's been drinking a little bit. So he's not really here to help us. Like that. So 2 fence gates, and now I should be able to go ahead and close that up. And go ahead and take my 2 wolves and drop them in here. Now, the next part, you might want to shield your eyes. You might think it's a little inhumane, but I didn't make this mod. So what I need to do is first feed them, let them make babies. Let's try one last time. Do both of you have hearts? Okay. Okay, this time I won't look. Do your thing. I'm not watching. Okay, you guys aren't working. So let's try making them friendly first. There's one. There's two. So now you can get up, and make babies. Ah, that worked. Yay, that worked. Okay, so we're going to tell this one to sit. Sit. And I'm going to take my lasso and pick up one of them. Or I can tell you to sit. And what we need is tongue of the dog. Unfortunately, that means that I have to kill a dog. But there's a tool from Witchery that helps with this. That helps make sure that we get a drop. And that is the Arthana. So I am going to have to use one emerald, which I do have. But if I'm going to kill a dog, then I'd rather make sure that I get the drop that I'm looking for. So we'll put our dog down, and sorry, buddy. Yes, we got one. We got a tongue of the dog. We also got some wolf's teeth. Let's see if we have any eggs now. We do. We have two. So you can see that chicken down there is just going to town. So now, at least we have the things that we need. Let's go ahead and make a kettle, and we're going to start brewing up different potions. Okay, so let's go ahead and make our kettle now that we have our ingredients that we need. I don't need all of these, I just definitely needed the tongue of the dog. So I did make the attune stone last episode, so now we have our kettle. And what I'm going to do is put, let's see, I kind of want it, yeah, I'm going to put it right here. So with your kettle, you're going to need a couple of things, which I happen to have in my pack here. You're going to need some netherrack, flint, and steel. And so let's go ahead and make that up. Is it this way? There we go. Flint and steel. Netherrack, and basically somewhere to put it, which I put in here too. So if I go and put the netherrack right here, I'm going to take these cobblestone walls that I made and put 1, 2, 1, 2. Take my kettle right over top, and then just for the looks, I have a cobblestone slab right here. And we can take our flint and steel and light it up. And there you go. So we have our kettle. This is basically where we're going to be cooking potions for Witchery. And the first potion that we want to make is, let's go down to Witchery. Oh no! No, my tree! No! I need to get up there. Not my house, not my house. The tree is fine. Not my house. Okay, let's move the kettle. Not what I was expecting. Let's put this on this side. And kettle. Okay. So let's hope that our house doesn't catch on fire again. Oh, now I gotta replace some pieces. Well, it's better than replacing the whole house. So let's just to make sure that it's safe, because that keeps lighting on fire. Let's put one here and here. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. That should keep us nice and safe. And so what we're going to need nearby is some water. So let's see where we can put a nice infinite. You know what? I can just put infinite water like right here. Okay. So we're put our water right here. Let me go grab some buckets and set that up, and we're also going to need some glass bottles, which I should have. Yeah, I have a whole bunch. So, bucket. We just need 2 of them, and we can throw the rest of this stuff back in our system. Okay, now I'm just nervous every time I'm around this thing. So, the first thing that we want to do with our kettle is grab some water and fill it up. And we need to find which potion we want to make. So if we go back to Witchery, we're going to need, eventually, a flying ointment. Well, a flying ointment, to make that we need some Redstone Soup. So let's make Redstone Soup first. And that's where I needed Tongue of the Dog. So we're going to need Tongue of the Dog, Belladonna, Mandrake, have all that, Wool of the Bat. That's not too hard to get. I should actually have some redstone, and then a drop of luck. Well, a drop of luck is going to be a little bit more difficult. So we're going to need some refined evil. So we're going to need our distillery. We need a diamond vapor, which is a oil of vitriol and a diamond. Ah, that's easy enough. Let's go grab some diamonds. And a gas tier. So I'm just going to grab 2. And let's go ahead and just grab, say, 2 gas tiers. Actually, I'm going to leave those out. I'll take them all. And if we come back down here, and I'm just keeping an eye on this, making sure that it doesn't light anything else on fire. And we should be able to go here into our distillery, grab some empty jars, throw those in there, and we need our diamonds and our oil of vitriol, which we had gotten last episode. So if I throw those in there, and we let this cook up, and now we get our diamond vapor. And just because I have another oil of vitriol, I'm going to let that one go ahead and cook up as well. So we have our diamond vapor, and that's not what we were going for. We're still trying to get the redstone soup, so we still need the drop of luck. And we're going to need refined evil, which we get from our diamond vapor and a gas tier. The other thing that we're going to need is Mundus Extremis. So we're going to need some Mundus, And that's where we needed our eggs. A hint of rebirth. And those are from spruce saplings. So let's go ahead and get that working as well. So we can throw these in here, and I should have, that's why I got a whole bunch of saplings. And so we'll let those cook up, and hopefully we'll get the hint of rebirth that we need. So let's see how this is working. We throw a couple of these in here, and I'm just going to go ahead and throw in 2. Oh, not 3. 2. And I'm going to put my ingredients in here. Actually, this is for our finished product. Let's put our ingredients in here. And while that's cooking up, there we go. Let's go see, yeah, let the finish cooking up. Let's go see if we have any wool of bat. I don't. I did on my single player world. So what that means is I'm going to have to go down into my mining cave and just go kill some bats. Now, remember, if I kill them with the Arthana, I have a higher chance of getting the drops that I need from Witchery. Okay, so I did find 1 wool of bat. I'd like to have more, but unfortunately I was only able to find 2 bats. One of them running around in my mining cave. I got a Hecate nearby. I hate that sound. Where is he? So anyway, one was in my mining cave. And the other one I had actually got in the nether. With this pack, I believe it's Biomes of Plenty, adds the fire bats. And if you kill the fire bats with the Arthana, you do have a chance of getting the wool of bat too. He's here somewhere. I wonder if he's underground. I bet you he's like right under this. I bet, you know what? I'm gonna kill Poe. All he did was fill this in. There he is. Or all he did was cover it up. He didn't fill this in or light it up. Almost killed me. That's just what I want. A Hecate. Just sitting there under my base. Or under my stairs. So at least now it's lit up. Nothing should spawn under here. Okay. So, as I was saying, we have our wool of bat. And I did have some Matandis. Which, if we look here, there we go. That's what I needed the eggs for and the hint of rebirth. Now, I probably have a whole bunch of hint of rebirth now. I do. But since I do have this Matandis, I don't really need it right this moment. So let's go ahead and see what we need to make our redstone soup. So we have everything we need except for the drop of luck. We have the refined evil. We have the Matandis. So I just need to get 1 nether wart and we should be in business. And now I'm wearing almost no armor. My armor keeps breaking, and I'm not really replacing it. So maybe next episode we'll make some really nice armor. So if I take my nether wart and surround it, then I should get my Mutandis Extremis, which is what I need. So if we go back to Witchery, we can make our Drop of Luck with a filled water bottle, Refined Evil, and Mutandis Extremis. So I should have some water bottles out here, and I'm going to make 2 of them. And throw those one Mutandis Extremis, and the Refined Evil. And there we go. Drop of Luck. Go ahead and make a second one. So now the last thing, and then I think we are going to have to end this episode, is I'm going to need a little bit of redstone. So, Tongue of the Dog. We have our Drop of Luck. I just need 1. Wool of the Bat. Or of Bat. And I'm going to throw this stuff in here. We need a belladonna and a mandrake root. Let me go grab some redstone. And the way that this works... Oh, and while I was running around in the nether, I did find this right here. It's a gravestone, which I thought was really cool. So I'm going to put this down here. I'm just going to go and put it... let's just put it like right here. See, doesn't that look really cool? It kind of goes. So, we already have our water in here. And so what we need to do is drop our ingredients in. So, redstone. And purple is good. Tongue of Dog. Drop of Luck. Belladonna. Mandrake. And Wool of Bat. And all we need now is an empty glass bottle. And right click. And there we go. We have our redstone soup. So I'm going to make at least 1 more between this episode and next. And then next episode I'll show you what we do with them. I hope you guys enjoyed, and with that, I will see you guys later.